Japanese food, a cuisine stemming from one of the most prestigious culinary schools on the planet. With a devotion to precision and the freshest and finest ingredients, Japanese food has the highest bar of standard when it comes to preparing their dishes, with the sushi chef on average having to undergo 10 years of training before becoming fully qualified. However, that all went out the window in the UK with the introduction of nationwide sushi outlets like Wasabi and Itsu, who have cornered the market in serving up a quick, cheap, and in most cases tasteless solution for lunchtimes up and down the country. On the other hand, one of the triumphs of our nation's love affair with Japanese cuisine has been the emergence of a couple of decent restaurant chains, such as Yo Sushi and of course Wagamama, the creator of perhaps the nation's favourite dish, the chicken katsu curry. But there's also a third category of restaurant that's looking to satisfy the cravings of Japanese cuisine lovers everywhere, the hipster Japanese restaurant. Offering a higher end solution to Wasabi and Itsu and a more personal offering than your Yo Sushis of this world, the hipster eateries are looking to hoover up the business in this area. So, how does the nation's favourite, Wagamama, stack up against the leading London hipster Japanese food joint? We sent Carpet Sand to find out. Will the hipsters put an end to Wagamama, or will it continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow?
Welcome back to Cruncher for another episode of Hipster vs Highstreet. Today is our Japanese food special where we'll be pitting Wagamama, the Highstreet favourite, against hipster favourite Ichibuns. Right, so Wagamama's signature dish is the katsu curry, but unfortunately Ichibuns is just a little bit too hipster to do that. But what both restaurants do is a dish which is chicken udon noodles. So we're going to go in there and try them out, and we're going to start with Ichibuns. Let's go. So starters have just arrived, and we have prawn gyoza with soy sauce and some dynamite shrimp, which come with lime and a sauce that I'm not too sure about at the moment, but let's give it a go. It's pretty good, a lot of flavour in there. It's a little bit squidgy on the kind of skin of the gyoza. I wish it was a little bit crispier, but in terms of the actual flavour, it's actually really, really good. I think the skin just been a little bit crispy on that. So next up we have the dynamite shrimp with a sauce I'm not too sure about. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's really good. The batter on the shrimp's really, really nice and crispy. A little bit unlike the gyoza. Shrimp, loads of flavour, and then the sauce is brilliant. It's like a mustard mayonnaise, like a Japanese mayonnaise of some sort. It's kind of like all the heat and taste of a mustard, but kind of exotic taste as well. So I'm assuming wasabi. That's absolutely fantastic. Let's give it another go. Crunchy, flavoursome, absolutely full of flavour. Highly recommend. 2-3 times better than the gyoza at the moment. God, I wish I'd ordered that. It's so good. Right, so the main course has just arrived. We've got the chicken tempura udon here, and Bidan's got the wagyu beef udon. They both look fantastic. Let's see how they taste up. All right, let's start with the noodles. Oh, they're good. Nice and thick, but not overdone or underdone. Tastes fantastic. You've got a bit of a mushroomy kind of taste coming through from the broth. Tastes brilliant. Fantastic. Right, let's give the chicken a go. Usually chicken that's been in the batter that has then also been in the sauce can be a bit soggy, so hopefully this is nice and crispy. And it is. That tastes good. The batter is nice and crispy. It's got a lot of flavour in it. Chicken's got a lot of flavour in it as well. I think it might be thigh meat. Either way, it tastes good. Now they seem to have like a tempura battered sting in it or something here. Kind of like a really posh, crispy seaweed. Not too much flavour there. Could take or leave that. But the udon noodles itself could be the best udon noodles I've had in London. I haven't had too many, but they're definitely at the top of the list, I reckon. Bags of flavour, well cooked, plenty of them as well. They're fantastic, as is the chicken. So we just finished up at Ichibuns here in Chinatown, the home of Japanese food, karaoke and happy endings. And I have to say it was a happy ending for us because the food was absolutely fantastic. The noodles, the chicken udon, sorry, was absolutely on point. The noodles were cooked really well. The broth that it came in was excellent and the chicken remained crispy. The starters too were brilliant. We had some gyoza, which actually could have been a little bit crispier, so maybe a couple of marks off for that. But the prawn dynamite that came with like the mustard mayonnaise was absolutely fantastic. So Wagamama is going to have to do a lot to beat this, but there's only one way to find out, so let's go have a look. There's one name in the UK that's synonymous with Japanese food. It's Wagamama, an absolute high street staple up and down the country. Manchester, London, Guildford, Swindon I imagine doesn't have one. But we're going to go give it a try after we've had some lovely chicken udon at Ichibuns. We're going to go see what Wagamama has to offer. So let's get going. Food's just arrived. I've gone for the ginger chicken udon, which looks okay. And Bidan has gone for the beef brisket ramen, which looks 10 times better. And it's way more interesting than what I've got. But it's all in the taste, so let's give it a go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's alright actually. I mean, the noodles have done really well. I cooked through. A little bit of texture in them, a bit chewy. Not too much ginger coming through. Red onion tastes like red onion. The chicken doesn't have too much flavour to it. I mean, the noodles are good. With the pickled ginger here, it's okay, but it just doesn't have as much flavour as the Ichiban stuff. Slightly disappointing, especially when I see Bidan's, which looks incredible in comparison. Just put a little bit of what I thought was chili oil on it, but actually it's chili oil. It's got chili in it, but it's got no flavour to it. Everything's a bit flavourless.
Yeah, like if we want to fly to, is it UAE?
A bit disappointing. But I'll let Bidan try some of his and tell me it's amazing, and I'll get even more jealous. So I think Ichibuns is definitely a bit ahead on the meat and the noodles and the overall flavour. It's definitely ranking above it in almost every factor. Bidan's been trying the brisket ramen, and he's saying that the meat is comparable, but the noodles are a bit hit and miss. But then it also has the kimchi, which the Ichiban's one didn't have. But the egg that he had was better at Ichiban, so I think that one's a bit more on a knife edge than this one, but all in all, I think a clear winner is emerging. Right, so we just finished up at Wagamama's. I have to say, I don't think it was quite as good as Ichiban's. You might have got that feeling from my review when I was actually there at the table. I mean, the chicken udon just wasn't up to scratch. The chicken at Ichiban's was better, the noodles were better. The heat of the flavour of the dish was better. I think it's the same for Binan's Wagyu beef or brisket ramen as well. He said the broth was better, the noodles were better, the beef was slightly better at Ichibuns as well. It didn't come with the kimchi or and the egg was better at Ichibuns as well. So all in all, Ichibuns wins. But Wagamama's was still pretty close in terms of quality as well. I mean, we've done some Hipster versus Highstreets where, like, if you think about it, the pizza, Franco Manca was just a million times better than Pizza Hut. So it's close, but Ichibuns wins. And it's actually not that much more expensive. I think my chicken dish at Ichibuns was £2 more there, and the brisket was only £1 more. And I'm starting to lose my voice now. But all in all, Ichibuns wins. So another feather in the cap of Hipster over Highstreet. But I mean, if we didn't do this adventure, we'd never find out. So you're lucky that you have us. And until next time, goodbye. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're really close to 200 subscribers. It's going to be absolute scenes, bruv, when we get there. Hopefully this time next week. Catch you later. Bye.